Alright, so game number 3 here in DMWC 5 group stages between PoLaR and Santo. PoLaR up 2-0 in the series already in the best of 5 on his Gojira's now against the Aztecs for Santo, and once again Santo wasting an awful lot of villager build time by walking all this distance. He's also not going to be very safe and secure should anything come in to hit him, and won't be long before there's a camel here. The camel scout for the Gojiras, and meanwhile more camel riders on the way in. PoLaR hitting shy of the base, and he's going to go check over here thinking that he's gone to the wrong spot. It's only just now he's realising he's going to hit all the way up, or perhaps he's just being a bit generous for his opponent, considering he's been so punishing of Santo's initial laziness in building, I guess. He's just sort of blasé. I guess probably used to the supremacy style. So he's trying to get some buildings down, but he's going to lose some villages. Meanwhile, PoLaR just massing everything up at home. Got those berry bushes straight under the TC, that's so cool. So right now PoLaR all the way up to 40 pop. Santo actually about the same at the moment, but bearing in mind Santo's only on 6 vills to the 10 of PoLaR's, so he's already dropped a couple of vills. And overall he's less mobile with the infantry, as he hasn't really fielded a huge number of Eagle Warriors, and he's got them just running around with the pikemen. They're only going to be marginally faster in that case. He sort of really needs to split them up. Maybe look at raiding with some of them, because PoLaR for now is only going for the one castle. He's going to creep forward with more though, but the base itself is, you know, other than being very compact, is actually quite open to being picked off. So he's actually going to try stream some Eagle Warriors forward, but he's going to run into the hand cannoneers, try and collapse onto them and take them out. But PoLaR, I think, just might have too much, and he's careful not to overplay his hand with the camel riders up against such a massive pikeman. He's going to largely rely on hand cannoneer damage and kiting his opponent here. In fact, PoLaR going to do a huge run by with the camels. In fact, he may have enough now that he's picked off. Yeah, he's just buying himself some time, and now the hand cannoneers can come forward and pick off a huge amount of pikemen at this stage. PoLaR already up to 120 pop, 20 villages versus 40 pop and 10 villages here for Santo. So things are looking really rough for him at the moment, even though he's gone for trash into such an expensive composition of his opponents. These hand cannoneers have really started to pay themselves off, taking out 2 or 3 waves worth of the pikemen now. Siege only is going to go down before it's really going to get any value, almost killing the villager there. And Santo, underneath all this pressure, has he been able to build up enough? He's got a second town center in the meantime, and he's adding more and more houses. He's got plenty of Raxes, but he needs something to deal with the hand cannoneers now. He's down to 5 pop, while PoLaR back up to 140 pop, and actually just going to melee down the buildings at this point. Well, he's going to switch to getting some trebs and some onagers of his own, but he's really just setting up his eco at this point, getting some farms, and probably, yeah, he's added some monasteries. He'll probably add a pair of monks. And Santo just trying to mass up enough, and PoLaR might have overextended a bit with that treb, but it's going to fall. Yeah, it will go down, but there's another wave of units, these Stravamsha riders. And more trebs to back this up as well. So PoLaR's up to 60 vills in the meantime, and Santo, it's a good game. Tapping out graciously. Well played to him. You know, hats off to him for turning up against such a good player. Such a much more experienced opponent. in the format. And that's the series, guys. So PoLaR takes it 3-0.